Whoa! Are those new rims? Are the front headlights are printed or stickered? And with this, how many Bugatti sets we have in this Speed Champions lineup? Let's find out. My name is Zoltan, let's build. Alright, so this is the second Bugatti Speed Champions set. The first one came out back in the 6 studs era, that was a Bugatti Veyron. So this is the very first in this scale. And because of that, my expectations are pretty high. This is the 77-40 set with 291 pieces, also released on August 1st with the usual $27 or euros. That means one piece costs about 9 cents in this set, making this the worst price per piece ratio Speed Champ set in this wave. On the back of the box you can see the original car, which looks absolutely wild, and the LEGO version's rear end, which is, well, interesting. Alright, so we have 4 number bags plus one with the rims. Here's the chassis piece and a rather big sticker sheet to this small car, and here's the manual, which will be 94 pages long, and just like usual we have no extra details of the car, so nothing else to do. I'm gonna start this build and let's see the details, and let's see the stickered and printed part ratio. Alright guys, I think after the Lambos, probably this was the toughest challenge to the designer. I mean, in this August wave. Translating the shape into a LEGO set isn't easy and, well, it's not perfect. The front of the car just doesn't really work, in my opinion. But before we dive into the details, let's see the minifigure. If you remember, I already hinted at this figure yesterday because we got a super detailed one in that set, and here's the streak continues. Its torso is, of course, unique. From the front, it's not that exciting, but turn it around. And wow! What is that? Bugatti history in LEGO form. For collectors, this print alone could multiply the set's value. And the face? Well, there are 2 expressions, a happy and a smirk, kind of a smug grin that says, yeah, only 10 of these cars exist and one of them is mine. But now let's talk about the building surprises. Here is what it looked like after bag 1. This set has the most detailed interior of the whole wave. And is it just me, or do I see the French national colors in there? After bag 2, the rear and the doors were almost completely done. Then came the front, where I used those LEGO teeth pieces, normally for animals, to build the grille. And finally, I snapped in the rear bumper, which was also built separately. And fun fact you might not know, this model is essentially an homage to the Bugatti EB110, which is why it's called the Centodieci. And that design language is pretty clear in this LEGO version too. Like the front bumper with those special fang elements, the much smaller horseshoe grille, and the strip-style headlights, all nods to the older car. Unfortunately, in LEGO form, those strip headlights didn't turn out great. Yes, they printed parts, thankfully, but because there is a tiny height differences between them, the elements in the front looks really choppy. If everything's set in the same level, it will be perfect. But as it is, it's not exactly sexy. On the positive side, those new rim covers, wow, those are amazing. You'd think these are bigger wheels than, say, the Dodge set from yesterday, but nope. They are exactly the same wheels, just with these new rim covers that visually makes them larger by overlapping the tires. This is a very clever trick, and I love this part of the set. The whole side profile of the car looks fantastic, and thankfully we get color match stickers, since there is not much print here. But speaking of colors, the windshield piece is printed, yes, but this is the biggest color mismatch out of all the August sets. This white has nothing to do with the white on the surrounding bricks. They probably skipped a layer of print again, so the black underneath shows through, just like with the Countach set a few years ago. So no improvements whatsoever. But of course, they did remember to raise the prices. Not cool, LEGO. This is not cool. If you take it off, you get the most detailed interior of the August wave. That blue interior really suits the set. Heading toward the engine bay, most of this is decorated with stickers, but at least there is no color mismatch here, so I think this part is fine. And finally, the rear. Unlike the front, this turned out much better. You can clearly see the EB110 callbacks here too. The sticker strip taillights, the crazy chunky diffuser decorated with meat cleaver pieces, and that complex rear bumper. This part is flawless. So overall guys, I think this is the weakest set on the August wave. I know the original car shape doesn't help either, but between the printing issues on the windshield and the awkward front, this set just isn't as good as it could be. If they had solved those problems, or God forbid they can update their printing technology, this could have been a fantastic little car. The new rim covers and the strong back of the car definitely help, but still. If you find it on sale, then go for it, but at full price, forget it. So guys, now it's your turn. What do you think of this set? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like what you saw, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye!